Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show. It is just funny when you start laughing, but prior to coming on camera. So there we go. We're having a good day here on the Owatonna Today Show. It is Friday, May 22nd, and we're very glad you're with us, whether you've joined us on one of our internet locations or on Charter Channel 181. We, of course, would not be coming to you with all this great information if it were not for the generosity of our show supporters. They're businesses and organizations. We'd like to remind you to patronize the businesses, support the organizations. They include our premier supporters, the City of Owatonna and Express Employment Professionals, as well as Owatonna Public Utilities. Primary supporters are Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House and Clarebridge, Little Theater of Owatonna, the Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude supporters, Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson Brandstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, the Owatonna Business Incubator, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance, If you would like to know more about show supportership, Leanne would be happy. There goes the frog in my throat. Leanne would be happy to send you more information. I'm going to quick go to a break here so I don't have to talk anymore. Just get a hold of her on Charter. Email her at owatonnatoday@charter.net or give her a call at 390-5751. We have a very good show. Coming back, we're going to be talking with John Hammer about Smokin and Steele. And then the latter part of the program will be interviews with the teachers that are retiring this year from the Owatonna Education Association. So great show for you. We'll be coming right back.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Juvenile fire setters cause a lot of problems with young adults and children in our community. To help people and parents or anybody with their juvenile fire setter, we have a program down here that will help you get information to pass on to your juveniles and young adults about fire setting and the common problems with that and the dangers of juvenile fire setting program. This is a public service information from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back on this Friday, May 22nd. We are 1 week away from Smokin and Steele, and I have John Hammer with us. Welcome, John. How are you doing?
Good morning,
Do I have to do like Smokin and Steele? Something equally silly like that, but how are you doing?
It certainly is a hot event. And,
yes.
And no, not me, just the event. But folks, it's good to see you this morning. You all look good from this side of the camera, and it's great to be here to talk about Smokin and Steele.
Which is coming up a week, so this weekend is Memorial Weekend, and it's always
the week after
Memorial Weekend. So you get people through that, and you say, okay, now we got something for you.
We try to
kind of
keep it
kick
simple.
off your summer. Yep.
You can plan it years in advance, knowing that it's always going to be that weekend after Memorial Day.
If you're competing, we have so many things to talk about. So it actually begins on May 29th, a week from today on Friday, and goes right on through the weekend. And it has grown and evolved and changed, and it is really just something people want to get involved with. It is in its 8th year, correct?
This is our 8th year, yes it is. It's really been a labor of love, and it has grown. We've always added new events every year, and so too this year. So it is something that the whole family can get involved in. We have something for everybody, literally, not just figuratively. And we take the kids under our arms and teach them how to barbecue. We teach them how to play harmonica, and it's just a good time. The weather always cooperates, of course. This is Minnesota, and it's one of those things that you're right. People just jump on board.
Very nice. So lead us through the path here of how the weekend is going to go. It starts on, as I mentioned, Friday the 29th, and what is the? Because I know there's so much to talk about that we will run out of time quickly if we don't get kind of to the nitty gritty.
Well, I've been known to talk really fast, so I can really get all this out.
But then they can't understand you.
That's true. So actually on Friday at about 11 o'clock, our vendors will open up for lunch, which is always exciting to see that first rack of ribs to come out of the trailers. Then at 5 o'clock, that's when we start with our VIP dinner and reception. Just like this lovely show, we rely on sponsors to make this event happen. And what we do is have a special dinner where we serve actually all the competition meats. We have brisket, ribs, chicken, and pulled pork with all the trimmings for our sponsors. And it's a good time.
That's a wonderful benefit that sponsors don't always get.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, here again, it makes people want to come on board and become sponsors. We've had a lot of luck with that in this town. Owatonna has always been a giving town, and this is an excellent cause. Special Olympics, it's something that touches everybody's life.
Yes.
So we do that, and there's entertainment for the VIPs by Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon, which was the Minnesota Blues Society's solo duo entry in the International Blues Challenge in Memphis this last January.
Okay. Wow.
So it's very exciting.
So they are headlining things.
Yeah, Dave Lambert and Donna Dahl are extraordinary. There's something like you've never heard before. Huge sound for just two people.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Then with that, we start the music in the beer garden at 5:30, while our pro teams are getting all their instructions from the judges and all that stuff. And
Okay.
so they're getting started as the music kicks off. And we have a great lineup this year, folks. We have 13 bands all together, counting the inside and outside. And it's $10 in advance. Where are you going to get, that's what, 80 cents a band?
Yeah, yeah. So, and you can come and go and see as many as you want or as much as you want or
All
all of it.
weekend
Or
Exactly.
just camp there, for heaven's
Exactly.
sakes, and just
Well,
listen to the music and eat the food.
That's the beauty. We do have camping. We have like 110 camping spots out at the fairgrounds, and these are with full hookups and water. We also have some primitive camping out there, so we do have groups that come out and spend the entire weekend with us.
Does that usually fill up, by the way?
Not entirely.
Okay. I know there's a lot of local people, and they're not going
Right.
to camp, but there are some who are maybe making it that first camping experience of the year, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. In fact, this is considered by the blues societies around Minnesota and Wisconsin as the first festival of the season. Okay. So folks like to get out and take part in the very first shot at good weather.
Okay, so the pros then are getting ready on Friday, and they're getting their instructions, and they're getting going, because they're going to be probably up all night, right?
Correct. The key to this is slow cooking.
Yes.
So it is an all-night thing, and these teams are, I've said this before, they're like NASCAR meets Amway. They spend as much money as a NASCAR driver, but have all the enthusiasm as an Amway salesman. These folks have secrets that they will not divulge, but they have no problems if you come by and visit with them and ask a few questions. And if they turn their back on you, you just asked a question they didn't want to answer.
Yeah, exactly. So that pro competition then is judged when?
That will take place, turn-in I think is about 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Saturday, all right.
But throughout the night, we provide music that night, and then we get started again on Saturday morning, bright and early. That's where a lot of the other events start taking place.
Okay.
Getting started first thing in the morning is I think the first event is the 5K run, which is sponsored by Gopher Sport. We really appreciate these folks stepping up and helping us make this really a premier run. I mean, it's really nice.
Yeah.
This year we also added a family bike cruise that Pete Connor is kind of heading up.
Oh, very nice.
Because there's some really avid cyclists here in town.
There
and
are.
we have 2 courses, one a 23-mile for those who are really serious bikers, and 8 miles that we utilize the trails right here in town because we have a great trail system.
Okay, so this is called the bike cruise. Is it a race or just
Nope.
it's
Nope.
just to have fun.
Just fun.
Just a cruise,
Just fun.
whether you want to cruise 8 miles or 23 miles, all right? Good.
Absolutely. And the funny thing about it is I don't know much about that end of it,
Yeah.
but the pricing for entry to that is $10 for adults, and they get wristbands for the entire weekend. We give them a commemorative shirt and goodie bags full of all kinds of gifts.
Oh, very fun.
But if you come as a whole family and want to have your whole family ride, it's $10 for the whole family.
Oh my gosh, what a deal. What again,
Beautiful.
bringing the whole family into it.
Absolutely.
And then Saturday keeps going, you've got
Well,
antique
that's when
tractor and
things really get exciting. Obviously,
They haven't been yet?
The smoke has now filled Park Square, and so you can actually feel. I think people
And
can
for
actually
miles
gain weight
around, yes.
from the smoke alone.
Yeah.
But We have music going on all day long outside, as well as starting at 2 o'clock in the beer garden. We have the kids' queue, where we provide the grills, we provide the meat, we provide the charcoal, we provide mentors for the kids and T-shirts.
All right.
So they can try their skills. And we have 2 different age groups. We do the 7 to 11 and 12 to 15.
Okay.
So you don't have the big kids competing with the little kids.
All right.
And then after that, we have the Blues for Kids harmonica lessons.
I have done that once before.
We provide the harmonica. It's an engraved Smokin and Steele harmonica that the kids get to take home. So
did Mom.
As with the kids'
time.
queue, all that stuff is theirs to keep.
Very
So it's
fun.
our way of giving back. Then, of course, we do our amateur backyard barbecue, where the folks who are not feeling like they're quite up to the level of competition yet get to compete. We're going to field probably 20, 25 teams. And it's just an amazing thing, because it's People's Choice Award.
Yeah.
By sampling,
Okay.
that's how they get points, and the one with the most points wins.
Oh, very nice.
So-
And are those local? I know the pro teams come from everywhere, but are
Pretty
the
much.
amateur a little more local?
Pretty much.
That's a lot of teams.
And there's some competitions. I know we've had firemen versus the police
Oh, okay.
and stuff like
Okay.
that. But these folks have developed their teams over the years, and it's every bit as cutthroat as the real competition. We
With
encourage,
all of its secrets, right?
well, with eating, we encourage cheating.
Yeah. Oh,
It is just to make it the best you
I
can.
did not hear that here on the Owatonna Today Show. John. Oh, I understand, though. I understand.
Well, it's all for a good cause.
It is for a very
Once
good
again,
cause.
we're raising funds for the Special Olympics, and it's our local Special Olympics. All the money stays here in town.
And that's really important for people to know. Yeah. What was the?
Well, the interesting thing is we don't like to talk figures. We like to talk what we've done for the community. And in the first 6 years, we increased our contribution to Special Olympics 600%.
Oh my goodness.
Last year, we doubled that.
So people
We're
are
going to
just
do even better this year,
really
folks.
responding.
But we need your help.
Yeah.
We need you to come on out and have some fun.
Yeah, and that's, wow, that is what a great way to support Special Olympics by having all this fun. More activities continue on Sunday, and like I said, we're going to run out of time before we run out of stuff, but
Actually, one thing I'd like to mention that
Yes.
we've changed up. We used to have little hot rod garden tractors that roared and made a lot of noise and frankly caused palpitations because of the thoughts of liability and stuff
Okay.
like if something would go wrong. This year we changed that out for a classic car show. This will be the first year we do
right,
that.
all right.
So it's still something that the people who are interested in that type of thing
Yeah.
will have something. Of course, we got the antique garden display, or the antique tractor display and parade, and we also have competition semis this year. So there'll be a lot of stuff to look at
Okay.
for the kids.
competition semis, all right, I don't know. So these are the posters. I mean, you've got posters galore here. We've got one
all
for
over the place.
Yeah, we've got one here. I'm going to move that over by John. Look at that one is for the, is that
This
more
is
for the car show? Yep, and this
we're-
one is the whole deal. And
We're
you
still
have your,
looking for people to sign up for the
are
car
you,
show.
okay, so even at this point right now, you can still get in on the car show if you would like. And it's just a great event. Direct people toward your website or phone number?
It's www.smokinandsteele.com. It's Smokin without a G, so it's SMOKININSTEELE. And on Sunday, we do a pancake breakfast, all you can eat. I believe it's just $6, folks. How can you beat that?
This is a great event, as you said. It's just grown over the years. People love it, I think, here locally and on the pro level for kicking off the events like this over the course of the summer. So we're so thankful for you, for your sponsors, for everyone that has participated in the past.
Absolutely.
And we hope our viewers have a great time at Smokin and Steele.
And thank you for coming out and coming out and supporting us.
Yep,
I
and the
appreciate
Special
that.
Olympics. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
We'll take a break for our supporters, and then we're going to go hear from teachers that are retiring from the Owatonna Education Association.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career. So I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today. Hi, this is Doug Johnson at the Owatonna Business Incubator, a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show. We'd like to welcome you to the incubator. If you're a small business, whether you're existing or a startup, we can help you with office space, manufacturing or warehouse, and free confidential counseling.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I'm Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show. Leanne and I are here at the Owatonna Education Association banquet, and we're about to be speaking with some of the teachers who are going to be retiring this year. First up, we have Georgia. And Georgia, tell us your full name and how many years you've been teaching.
I'm Georgia Ann Brendan, and I've been in education for 38 years.
38 years. And what subjects do you teach?
I teach English to 9th and 10th graders.
English to 9th and 10th graders for 38 years. Here in Owatonna?
22 in Owatonna and in Brainerd, and also a few years in Austin.
So after 38 years teaching 9th and 10th grade, you are now graduating.
Precisely. I get to graduate. I get to move up.
And what are you going to do with the rest of your life?
You know, I have a second love, and that's gardening, and I work in a garden center. I have worked part-time for 22 years there also, and I'm going and working and designing things and playing with plants.
Playing with plants instead of with kids. Right. What are you going to miss the most when you finally walk out that door?
The kids. I still love the kids, and I'm going to miss them deeply, and I'm going to miss my team. I work with a team of 3 other teachers in the academy, and we get along great, and we share a lot of laughs, and I'm going to miss that, but I'm coming back.
You're coming back? You're coming back to just to visit?
Just to visit, and Wendy Stefani has lined up some volunteer work for me, so I'm also going to spend a little time helping kids learn how to read and with some writing skills.
So you're still going to be teaching, but you're volunteering, and you're going to spend time with the plants as well as now with kids on a volunteer basis. Is there anything that you would like to tell the new teachers who are coming in?
Just judge each kid on his own merits. They all start differently. They start at different places. Just accept them for who they are and take it from there.
Accept kids for who they are and take it from there. That's words of wisdom. Definitely. And what would you like to say to the teachers that you're going to be saying goodbye to?
I love them. I love them to death. And I'll be bugging them.
You'll be bugging them.
I'll be bugging them.
And they'll be bugging you because as a retiree, people always want you to volunteer. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations, and thank you for your years of service. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Hello. Hi. We have another retiree here with us. And would you go ahead and tell us your full name and how many years you've been teaching?
Name's Bruce Dirks, and I've been teaching for 40 years, 22 here in Owatonna.
22 in Owatonna, 40 years. What are the subjects that you've been teaching?
Well, I started out with industrial technology, but it's moved to technology education. It's been the name change, but pretty much the same type of subjects. Okay. With the computers coming in, changed a little bit more to the technology line. So.
And what grades have you been teaching?
Here in Owatonna, it's mainly been grades 9 through 12.
So you're teaching high schoolers and teaching them technology, and in 40 years, the technology has changed quite a bit.
Yeah, it changes pretty much daily. It's hard to catch up, keep up with all the technology changes. And to do something like that in the high school with the cost of technology, it's hard to keep up with it. And we try to get by with what we can, but it's always a challenge.
It's always a challenge. So 40 years of joys and challenges, and what are you going to be doing now that you've graduated?
Well, I've got a lot of hobbies that I'm going to be working on, and my dad, he's still around, so I'm going to spend some time with him and doing things with him too. So.
Is he here in town?
No, he's down in southwest Minnesota, Worthington.
So that's a fair distance to travel. Couple hour drive, yeah. And is there something that you would advise new teachers coming in?
Well, just be honest with the students, be firm, and everything will work out. Students are always willing to learn, get along, so.
Honesty is the best policy. Okay. And what about all the people that you've worked with over the years? Or what would you like to say to the folks who you're going to be saying goodbye to soon?
Well, I enjoyed working with everyone. I really do appreciate what the manufacturing companies here in Owatonna have done for our program. They've been very generous in their donations. Wenger has provided tubing for the students for their welding projects. Cybex provides tooling for students for the machining projects. There's even been companies outside of Owatonna, such as MRG and KNG and Faribault, that have provided material for the students to work with. So really, what the industries provide has really been helpful. And then the tech schools, they've been pretty good to us in the area too. South Central Technical College, Faribault, and Riverland down in Albert Lee. They've been real supportive of our programs and helped me along through the years.
Wow, so that was very nice of you to thank all those companies and organizations that have been helpful to you and to the students. And we want to thank you for all your years of service, 40 years of service. Thank you so very much, and we wish you the best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, we have our final retiree here that we're going to be speaking with. And tell us a little bit about what's your name and how many years you've been teaching?
I'm Cheryl Miller, and I've been teaching 36 years. And it's been I started out in Faribault for a couple of years and then did some work in some private schools, and then I started in Owatonna 30 years ago.
30 of your 36 years here in Owatonna. Wow. What subjects do you teach?
I am a licensed special ed teacher, but I didn't start out with that. I started out with Title I reading, and then I spent a number of years doing that. And then kind of in the middle of that, then I switched to special ed, and I spent a number of years in special ed. And then the last 2 years, I've gone back to teaching reading to small groups, struggling students.
So, and what age ranges, what grades have you taught?
In my years of teaching, I was primarily elementary, first grade through fifth grade, sometimes sixth. I did spend a period of time in my special ed years that I was doing assessments, and at that time then I worked with students all grades K through 12.
And so that's a long time teaching. 36 years and 30 of them here, you said? Yes. If you had one thing that you were going to say or tell the new teachers coming in, what would it be?
It would be build relationships with your kids first and foremost, and then build relationships with your coworkers. They will be your rock to assist you when things get tough, and they also are there to celebrate when things go well. And just enjoy the kids and laugh a lot.
Laugh a lot. That's good. So also, you're now going to be graduating after 36 years in mostly elementary school. What is it that you are looking forward to? What are you going to be doing now that you're graduating?
Well, I have a new grandbaby due June 2nd, and the baby's in Denver. So we'll be, as soon as school gets out, we're heading west. And so I'll be spending time with my grandbabies. I hope to enlarge my garden. Sorry, husband. And learn new and different things. I have a list of things that I've always wanted to do, and I want to get at that. So.
And so you said you're headed west. Does that mean you're actually moving west? No. Okay.
We'll go west, and I have a daughter that lives in Denver, and my son lives in Seattle. So we will spend time on the road. So we'll have an opportunity to travel when we want to.
Travel when your expanding garden doesn't need you.
Yes, that would be true.
And what would you like to say to the colleagues and the people that you're going to be leaving behind when that door closes this summer?
Oh, that will be very hard. I will miss them terribly. It's been a great ride. It's just been fun. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your years of service. We really appreciate it, and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Thank Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you. Owatonna Public Utilities.
And it is time to wrap up today's program on this Friday, May 22nd. We have an announcement, of course, of the Minnesota State Public School Orphanage Museum having that online auction. Just head to www.auctioncityonline.com to start bidding. And actually, they are still accepting items through tomorrow, May 23rd. So if you'd like something you'd like to put on that auction, again, it's not going to benefit you, it's going to benefit the Orphanage Museum, but what a great way to make a donation to that and also to bid. Riverbend Nature Center is hosting Bird Fest. That will be tomorrow, Saturday, May 23rd, from 8 to noon. It's actually culminating with a keynote presentation on birds of prey by the Raptor Center, and that's going to be going on at 11 o'clock. It is completely a family-friendly event. It's bird fun for young and old. Fledgling birders and those who are definitely more expert, and everyone in between. So the morning includes a variety of bird activities. Registration is preferred, but not required. So if you know you're going to be coming in, especially maybe if you're bringing a larger group or your whole family, give them a call at Riverbend Nature Center in Faribault, 332-7151. 332-7151. They'll be happy to hear from you. The 63rd Annual Steele County Art Exhibition is going on through May 31st, has been going on since the 3rd of the month. It's an opportunity to see the state of the arts in our area. It's a variety of media and subject matter that makes the exhibition really a joy to see. There are some of old friends that come to the show every year, and also new artists on the scene, and it's definitely a must-see show. So if you haven't been there yet this month, please take the opportunity to head to the Owatonna Art Center and see that exhibit. Great thing going on. And as John mentioned, Smokin in Steele, and you can find out more about that, and as we just heard. Coming up next week, of course, happy Memorial Day on Monday. Hope you have a great weekend and enjoy that. We'll have a legislative update with John Petersburg. Mayor Kuntz joins us for the City of Owatonna Report and Horizon Eye Care, and that'll wrap up the week for tomorrow. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. We'll see you next week.